Hello everyone, this is the Underdog, aka the German Viking, and I wanted to talk about Bernie Sanders today because now that something is popular, he wants to comment about it. So I'm gonna use this Fox News article. Bernie Sanders suggests that Disney should use Avengers Endgame profits to pay workers middle class wage. I don't think he knows how the movie industry works. But let's dive into this article. What would be truly heroic is. Oh, sorry. I read the wrong part. Bernie Sanders has an idea how Disney could ensure all its employees earn a middle class wage with a snap of its fingers. That's actually some nicer reference to the two last Avengers movies. Senator Sanders from Vermont suggested that Monday that it would be truly heroic if Disney used the profits made from the blockbuster Avengers Endgame to pay its workers more in response to a report that Marvel hit set multiple records at the box office a day after it opened Friday. But you also have to take into consideration that this movie is also probably the most expensive movie ever made, even with considering all the inflation. You have to take that into perspective as well. It probably cost $500 million to make, and maybe even more if you include Infinity War. Endgame shattered the records for biggest opening weekend with an estimated 350 million in ticket sales domestically and 1.2 billion globally, reaching a new pinnacle in the blockbuster era that comic book studio has come to dominate. What would be truly heroic is if Disney used its profits from Avengers to pay all of its workers a middle class wage. Instead of paying its CEO Bob Iger 65.6 million over 14,000 times as much as the average worker at Disney makes. Yeah, but you have to also consider how many people they've hired and how much worth the or how much net worth the company has. So and the government interference never works when you try to insert yourself into the economy. I mean, this is basic economics. Sanders has previously called on Disney to increase the pay for its workers. In August, the senator congratulated the company's workers after Walt Disney World Union workers for securing $15 minimum wage negotiations with the company. Um, Minimum wage never works. If I mean, uh, I don't know. If you look at New York, they're struggling with the whole minimum wage thing. So I think that's a wrong step to make. But again, Disney is a private company. It's not the state um, that is forcing this on them and basically telling them they have to do this. So that's the different approach I'm gonna take here. So if they want to pay their employees $15 minimum wage, go ahead. Congratulations to the courageous workers and the unions at Disney World for their historic victory. I applaud everyone who stood up to demand that workers at one of the wealthiest corporations in the world should have a decent standard of living, he tweeted in August. Abigail Disney, the granddaughter of Hollywood's giant co-founder Roy Disney, earlier called Iger's compensation insane after a report stated he got a raise. According to Aquilar, Iger took home more than 65 million in 2018. That's 1,424 times the median pay of a Disney worker, she wrote in a recent op-ed for Washington Post. Yeah, so, but again, but why is someone who works for the government telling what private companies how they should treat their employees if they're not I mean they're not breaking any laws that as far as I know they give them the money they deserve. I mean, they even pay them minimum wage, which is above average considering what they pay in the rest of the U.S. So I don't really get why Bernie Sanders, the socialist, the millionaire, who has several homes and millions of dollars in his bank account, preaching to everyone else, telling that people should pay more taxes while he's not doing it himself. He likes to point at fingers at everyone else but himself. I'm not American, but I liked what he was doing when he was running for president last time. But this time, I just can't get behind the guy because he's just gone into the politics too much. He's a socialist, or rather a communist. He disguises himself constantly, cites Scandinavia, where I live, where he has no goddamn idea what the economy looks like in Scandinavia, and claims that we're socialists. He needs to shut the fuck up about that. Seriously, I'm getting angry about this. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye.